Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far and welcome to today's video, which is going to be very festive, okay? You have been warned. If you're one of these people who does not want to talk about Christmas or anything related to Christmas until the month of at least October, this video is not for you. What are you doing here? But if you are interested in advent calendars, more specifically beauty or makeup related advent calendars, and you don't even know where to start because quite frankly, who does? They're literally coming out of our ears. They're everywhere. Everyone's doing one these days. So if you don't know where to start, you're not sure which is the best one or the right one for you, you want to get the most pizzazz for your pound, then someone's made a spreadsheet and we're going to talk you through the 10 best of the best advent calendars in 2024. I've got columns for the dates that they launch. I've got columns for price. I've got columns that are ordered by the value for money and the saving, okay? I really called on my former Excel expertise and we've got all of the information and details that you will need to help you make an informed choice / decision on whether one or none or several of these are going to be worth it for you. So without further ado, let's get started. It's been a long time since I had the opportunity to create a glorious spreadsheet. So I can only thank you for this opportunity because I loved it, okay? I loved making Excel spreadsheets in my old day job and I was in my element, let me tell you. So I understand we're early on in September and a lot of you are asking me, why are we talking about advent calendars in September, okay? I don't make the decisions, okay? I don't make the rules, I just play by them. It's not my fault, so don't shoot the messenger, please, I beg you. I'm innocent. But to be fair, a lot of these calendars are not sort of for purchase right now and they arrive tomorrow. A lot of these are on pre-order and a lot of them don't actually ship until the very end of September, or some of them even till the end of October. So don't get too alarmed. This is just like, for the most part, a pre-ordering process. And the reason the pre-order is so early is these advent calendars are flipping popular. Okay, they're very, very popular. They all sell out every year. One of them has already sold out in the pre-sale. What? Who did that? Put your hands up. So I think hopefully for us, a lot of these brands are getting wise to the fact that these are super duper popular and they actually need to know how popular they're going to be and how much stock they need to get so that they can actually meet the demand. Some of them have already failed on that because, like I said, some of them have already sold out. So I'm hoping as time goes by, these ones that are selling out before the pre-sale has even finished are hopefully going to have more stock available based on the demand, because that's ridiculous, okay? And we'd all like to be able to order these and then arrive quite quickly after, because who wants to spend hundreds of pounds and not see anything for it for like 6 weeks? I know I definitely don't. When I've spent my money, I want my gift right now. I have 10 tabs open on my laptop before me so we can look at these advent calendars together. I have trawled the internet. I have looked and assessed every single beauty advent calendar out there, and I've chosen my 10 favorites. For all very different reasons, these 10 I think offer something great depending on what you're looking for. So we're going to talk about it. We're going through them in no particular order. This is not a ranking, it's just the top 10 that I could find out there, but I do have a favorite, a recommendation, and I will share that with you at the end. So kicking us off with an advent calendar that is in fact actually ready now, and as far as I can tell, you can just purchase this now and you will receive it in a normal sort of delivery timescale. It's the Charlotte Tilbury advent calendar, and this year this is a heart-shaped beauty treasure chest of love. I mean, who does descriptions like Charlotte Tilbury? Maybe M&S, but not many people. So starting off, as per the usual, as every year, they do the advent calendar design like nobody else. I have received one of these from NPR for the last couple of years, and I won one years ago. And all three that I have seen to date have wowed me. They are so beautiful and such high quality. The drawers are so thick and well constructed. My son, I gave one to my son and he was using it as a treasure chest to store all his little trinkets and mostly stones, if I'm being honest. And he used it not with any care or attention, but shoving the drawers in and out for a couple of years before anything started to wear out. So they are very high quality, like the build of these, and this year's is no exception. It features heart-shaped jeweled handles on the advent calendar doors or drawers. It looks absolutely stunning. So just in case you're wondering, that heart-shaped lid does not lift up, that is sort of glued down. So I would have loved this to have been like a lift up and have a mirror inside. That would have really just taken it to the next level for me, but it doesn't do that as far as I can tell. Just the drawers pull out with those gorgeous heart-shaped jewels on the front. So the details of this advent calendar, it is available now. You can purchase it and just receive it in a normal time frame. This is one that sells out every year. So if this is the one for you, this is the one you want, it is going to sell out. So don't be too slow about it. The price of this one is £170, which is pretty low down the list, believe it or not, on the price front. It has a value of £243, which gives you a saving of £73, one of the lower ends as far as how much you're saving. A lot of money, I think, has gone into the design and the structure of this advent calendar, so you're not saving as much as some of these, believe me, far higher saving than that. There are only 12 doors, which is a little sad. I wish there were many, many more. And this is a straight 12 doors, 12 items, 3 of which are full size. As far as I can tell, this is not recyclable. I have been checking that on every advent calendar, but as per the description from the brand, they expect you to keep and use this, as I have done. And I can say and testify to the fact that this is very keepable. They've put on their website that they expect you to maybe use this as a jewelry box or a little trinket box or something like that and keep it. So it's not expected to sort of, take everything out and then throw it away. It's much more luxury than that. But if you're looking for one that is recyclable, this is not the one. So as for what's in here, the 3 full-size products are the Beauty Light Wand in Pinkgasm. That's a full size. You also have a full size of the Magic Lip Oil Crystal Elixir. We have a full size Hyaluronic Happy Kiss in Pillow Talk, and then the rest of these items are travel size. So we have a lip cheat, a lip liner in Pillow Talk, the Pillow Talk Matte Revolution travel size. Also we have Hollywood Vixen lipstick travel size, the Pillow Talk eyeliner travel size, one of my favorites, and my all-time favorite Holy Grail mascara that I'm wearing today in travel size, the Push Up Lashes. You then get a Glow Toner 30ml, a Magic Cream 15ml, a Magic Serum Crystal Elixir 8ml, and a travel sized Airbrush Flawless setting spray, again my Holy Grail setting spray. So I think this is perfect for like the Charlotte Tilbury lover. There's a lot of products in here that you may already own, but I love that we've got travel sizes and they're actually usable travel sizes. The box itself is absolutely stunning. Probably my favorite design that we're going to talk about, perhaps. But this is undoubtedly, it's only for you if you are a Charlotte Tilbury lover like myself. You may already own some of these products, but a lot of these are products that you might repurchase, like liners and lippies, as well as the skincare, of course, all very usable. You will get a lot of use out of here. There's nothing that you sort of wouldn't use. Perhaps if you already own the Beauty Light one, that's going to be unnecessary, but everything else in there, I feel like it's a really nice selection of her bestsellers. So moving on, we're looking at Harrods advent calendar offering next, and they have 3 this year, 3 calendars. I love that they did this. They've got their huge big whopper or whooper, as we say around these parts, regular sort of advent calendar, again a stunning, very high quality design. They then have their H Beauty hair and body advent calendar, which is a much more affordable price at £99 for a value of £310. The large one has seemingly already sold out, but the one that I want to talk about that has also sold out is, to me, like the pick of the bunch, the one that if I could go back in time before this sold out because I missed out on it, I would have picked up. This would be my number 1 for myself, my personal taste and preferences. It's the Harrods Fragrance Advent Calendar. This sells out instantly, in moments. Last year, I think, was the first year they did this. Correct me if I'm wrong. They did it again this year, but they did not learn from its popularity from last year, because again, this sold out during the pre-sale. So it's gone, along with their large version of their beauty advent calendar. The only one they've got left is the hair and body. But I wanted to talk about this fragrance advent calendar so that if, like myself, you missed out on this because you just weren't thinking about advent calendars in August, fair enough. We're going to be ready next year. We're going to talk about it so that you can know if this is for you. We need to get ready far earlier than we think, because this sold out literally, I think, in a day. So the fragrance advent calendar, the price of this was £185 this year, but the value was £1,129 for a whooper of a saving of £944.60. That's a big saving, okay? And I know, like I've said to you guys before, advent calendar, when they say savings, they play it a little bit fast and loose with the value in the saving, because if it's full of travel sizes, it's full of sample sizes, to me that really doesn't mean that it's worth that amount, because we can get them free a lot of the time with our orders. So I feel like that's a little bit cheeky. But with this one, I feel like this is really worth the money. So this has 12 doors, 12 items. They claim that this has 5 full sizes, but in my opinion, it's actually 2 full sizes, because they are counting 30 mils as a full size. And to me, a kind of regular standard size fragrance is 50 mils. So I'd say there were 2, they say there's 5, fair enough. I'm not going to fight them for it. You know, it's their design after all. But the value of this, I think, is actually very, very good. One of their full sizes, which is Peregrina, that's a 50 mil. That fragrance alone is £185 that is in there. So literally one of the 12 fragrances that you get in this calendar is the entire value. The 11 other fragrances you have in here are free, essentially. So we have 30 mil Oriana. That's a really fantastic size. I would debate whether it's full size, but it's a very, very good size. We've got a Montal fragrance. We've got a Harrods exclusive from Tiziana Terenzi. Again, a 50 mil fragrance, another 50 mil in there, all for free. And then we've got an Acqua di Parma. We've got a Xerjoff, a Merchant of Venice, Amouage, Creed. Creed is the smallest, or one of the smallest, I think, at 10 mil, sort of deluxe sample size. But these are huge fragrance houses, excellent fragrances, and you're literally buying one and getting 11 free. I think this is such a great idea. I hope more houses, more department stores will offer these fragrance calendars, because they're clearly very, very popular. And I think if you own and have a lot of makeup, and therefore if you buy a calendar you've got a lot of products that are in it, this offers an excellent fun. We still get to join in the advent calendar fun of it all, and the display and the enjoyment and the treat of opening all the doors, but with something that we really can use. We can travel with these bottles. I think this is this is the one that I would pick. If I was buying for myself and it was still available, I would be buying this and getting a lot of love and joy out of this. I think this is the perfect one for fragrance lovers, but we need to be quicker and earlier, unfortunately, because it's so popular. It's sold out instantly. So next year, if like me, you have FOMO and you wish you could have picked that up before it sold out, we're going to be ready and prepared next year, okay? But moving on back to some that are still available. Next up, I'm going to talk about Sephora's advent calendar, and this is the UK one. I don't know if it's going to be exactly the same. I guess it won't be, but just so be warned, this is the UK site version that I'm looking at. I don't know if it will vary in different countries. So this one is available for pre-order now, and it will be dispatched on the 31st of October. So you wouldn't even receive this until November. So again, another one who has a reasonable idea of when we need these things. This one will cost you £199 for a £1,000 value, saving you £801. And now we have the first one with the appropriate number of doors. So this one has 25 doors. That is the right number. Okay, don't give me a chocolate advent calendar that has 24 doors. How dare you deprive me of my chocolate on Christmas Day? How rude. I want to wake up and have a huge big chocolate, and that's how I start my day on Christmas Day. Okay, so don't go 24, That's outrageous. 25 is the correct number. Thank you, Sephora. You've got it right. And in this one, we have 40 items. 40. Fantastic. They're really shoving them in there, aren't they? There's obviously many, many doors that are going to have more than one item behind them. We love to see that. There are 24 full sizes. So that is the highest number of full size products of any advent calendar that I'm going to talk about today. This one also does not say whether or not it's recyclable. So I'm going to assume it's not. I think if they had made it recyclable, they'd be shouting about it. They certainly should be. So my assumption, if there's no mention of it being recyclable, is that it isn't. So far, none of these that we've spoken about are fully recyclable. So in here, we have so many great products, and there's a really nice mix of skincare, body care, and makeup. Some of the full sizes are the Glow Recipe, Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. We've got a Makeup by Mario Quad, which is exclusive to the calendar. We've got a mini mascara. We've got a 50ml body serum. We've got the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Tinted Lip Oil that's full size. We've got a 50ml Tatcha Matcha Cleanse, which you know, I love that one. We've got a Glossier Mini Perfume Rollable. Love having little perfume treats in advent calendars. We've got some Kosas, Dermalogica, Bioma, Sol de Janeiro. We've got a lot of great treats in here and a really nice balance of skincare, makeup, a little bit of fragrance, a little bit of treats, which I love. I love a bit of variation in my calendars. This one is huge. It's jam-packed full of products, lots of full sizes, huge big amount of saving to the cost of it. This is a great calendar in my opinion. Moving on, next up we have Cult Beauty. So this one is available for pre-order now with the dispatch of the 20th of September. So not long to wait if you want to get your order in and get it relatively soon. Now Cult Beauty this year have two varieties of calendar on offer. So they both have the same price, same value, same saving. This will cost you £235 for an £1,100 value and £865 saving. Both of them have the appropriate number of doors, thank you Cult Beauty, at 25, and they both contain 40 items, so tied with Sephora for the most number of items in your calendar. Again, doors packed full of multiple products, which I love that. And we have a very respectable 19 full-size items in here as well. It doesn't say again if it's recyclable, so I'm going to assume it's not. So we have two versions. First up, we have Curated with Love. This has such a great, again, variety of products. We've got full sizes in Crave Beauty Barrier Relief Serum. We've got a Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. Paula's Choice Retinol, full size, amazing. Say Beauty Highlighting Blush. We've got Issamea's Suede Lip Liner, full size. A full size Pat McGrath Liquid Liner. We've got a little mini Natasha Denona Baby Love palette. We've got Patrick Tar. We've got Bioeffect. We've got MZ Skin. We've got Joe Loves Joe by Joe Malone. We've got some Charlotte Tilbury and just a whole bunch of little treats in there. Really great selection. Again, we've got a nice balance of makeup, skincare, body care, and little extra accessory type items. I love this. It looks like it's got a really nice variety and really like usable items. Same really could be sent for the other variety, which is their Scent with Love. So as you might expect, this has similar items to the Curated with Love, but it has a few little fragrance treats in there as well, as it is the scent version. So you've got a Sol de Janeiro body spray, you've got a Kayali sort of deluxe sample, Away perfume. So there's a few more sort of fragrance based goodies in here, as well as a lot of the great stuff that we talked about in the first one. We've got Elemis, we've got that Baby Love Natasha Denona palette, we've got there's that dry shampoo, we've got the wrist protectors, which I have really been loving using to take my makeup off with. I've got a pair of those, a lot of skincare and just delights in there that, again, it's very usable. Lots of products in there that even if you own, you will use up and need more of. So really great, perfect for travel as well, because we've got some great sort of skincare and body care and travel sizes. The thing that is an extra special cherry on top for these calendars versus the others that we've mentioned so far is that if you buy one of the Cult Beauty Advent calendars, there are 3 golden tickets hidden randomly in their calendars this year, and if you win one, it is worth a £1,000 Cult Beauty shopping spree. So that is an extra little bonus. I don't think it's worth buying the calendar especially for that, because there's only 3 and they are selling hundreds and hundreds of these. So don't buy it just because you think you might win, because you most likely won't. Only 3 people are going to. But an extra little bonus, imagine opening your calendar and it has £1,000 voucher in it. Happy days. Okay, so yeah, that's why it's on the list. Next up, we're going to talk about Liberty London's beauty advent calendars, and this has to be one of the most luxurious designs. This is so flipping beautiful, and again, this could be on display as part of your holiday decorations forever. I could totally see this. I do a little sort of winter house set up with snow and people and houses every year. This would fit right into that and look stunning. So again, it's not one that is recyclable. It's one that is designed to be kept. It's got this stunning illustration on the front of Liberty, and it was done by world-renowned artist Clem Evenden. So that is a beautiful sight to behold. So this one is available now. It seems like you could just purchase this and it will be delivered within 7 working days. So it is available now. It will set you back £260. It has a value of £1,205. It has the highest value of any of these advent calendars that we're going to talk about today, and it will save you £945 on its contents. Again, gloriously, we've got 25 doors, ding, 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 28 items, so not as many items as the previous couple that we spoke about, but still a few extra items to door ratio. In here, we have 18 full sizes, which for a really high-end luxury retailer, I think that's pretty generous. I was very surprised by that. So let's have a look at what we've got in here. The full sizes are a La Mer lip volumizer. We've got a full-size Lisa Eldridge Emily Liquid Lyrics eyeshadow, one of my favorite shades. We've got a travel size Ex Nihilo perfume, so we've got, you know, nice little travel size elements in here as well. A full size Sunday Riley Good Genes serum. We've got a Byredo lipstick full size, a Skin Rocks moisturizer, and you can actually choose whether you get the fragrance or fragrance free version. I absolutely love that moisturizer. It's my favorite daytime moisturizer. We've got a Liberty's Own scented candle, 70 grams, really nice sort of deluxe sample size. We've got Surratt, we've got Aromatherapy Associates, Philip Kingsley, Trish McAvoy, Ren Way. As you would expect from Liberty, being such a luxury retailer, a lot of high-end luxury brands in here. Very, very luxurious, this advent calendar, and a price tag to reflect it. One of, but not quite, the most expensive calendars we're going to talk about today. And a bit like Cult Beauty, they have a little cheeky bonus for us. So in Liberty's advent calendars, it says there are a select few. So we don't know how many, a select few. Could be the same as Cult Beauty, 3, could be more, could be less. We don't know. But again, there are golden tickets hidden in these Liberty advent calendars. Each winner of the golden ticket will receive either £1,000 or $1,000 if you are US based to spend at Liberty. So again, a really exciting little extra bonus if you are so lucky enough to receive one of those golden tickets. This is like the luxury pick for me. These brands in here, gorgeous. Moving on to the complete opposite end of the price spectrum, we have a bit of a wild card this year, and this is the Anthropologie Beauty Advent Calendar. So this will set you back £88. It has a value of £300 and a saving of £212. It has 24 doors, so ideally we are missing one. Okay, Anthropologie, something to work on for next year. We have 24 items and 0 full sizes. Everything in here is travel size. It is a much more affordable price point than a lot of these much bigger, much more expensive versions. You know, it's a quarter of the price of some of these other advent calendars, but it's got some really nice sample sizes. If you're looking just for a much lower price point, this is a really good option. Again, it's got a really nice balance. It's more sort of skincare, body care, self-care than it is makeup. So if you know you buy all the makeup you possibly want, and therefore you'd have everything that's in the more makeup-y advent calendars, this might be an excellent treat for you. This would also make a great gift because you don't need to know, you know, what colors someone is or what they might like makeup wise, because this is all just anybody could use any of this. You know, we've got a perfume, we've got a bit of skincare, we've got some lip products, we've got bath products, we've even got some collagen powder and a hydration powder. We've got some little cleansing accessories, some massage sticks. So this is very much like got a self-care focus, which I love. It's a much smaller size, much less waste if that's something that, you know, is concerning to you. It still does not seem to say, as far as I can see, that this is recyclable. So I'm going to assume that it's not, but a much smaller sort of package and size to deal with. Moving on to our lowest price point advent calendar that we're going to talk about today. And this is the Lookfantastic Iconic Grooming calendar. And there's a few reasons why I chose this one to talk about. One, the lowest price point on the list. So this will set you back £85. It is available for pre-order now with an 18th of September dispatch. So yes, £85 cost, £415 value for a £330 saving. So this has 25 doors. Tick, we like to see it. 25 items, so one item per door, fair enough. 12 full sizes, pretty good amount. What I think is kind of different and special about this one is that Lookfantastic have got a sort of more standard classic average beauty makeup calendar, but this one is the grooming calendar, and this has quite a sort of male focus on a lot of the products. So you could buy this and use most of the products in here for a woman, but there are some sort of beard shaving type of products. It's actually quite hard to find male focused beauty advent calendars. There are very few of them that aren't just packed with makeup, which obviously men can wear makeup too. But if your dad or your brother or your husband isn't into makeup, then this would be an advent calendar that they could really enjoy and get a lot of fun out of, and actually use all of the products inside without them being makeup if they aren't into it. So in here we've got some skincare, we've got the LMS Pro Collagen Cleansing Marine Cleanser. We've got a hair and body wash, which, you know, if you're a man who's super into taking care of himself, he's not using 2-in-1 hair body wash, okay? But definitely my dad or my husband would be using that. We've got the Bulldog moisturizer, we've got a face scrub, skin mask, that lovely Shiseido serum, which I love. We've got an SPF, we've got lip product, we've got a beard moisturizer, and that, what does that do? I don't know. Is it to put shaving foam on with? I believe so. I don't know. But it is one of the very few more unisex advent calendars out there. You know, it does have some male-focused beard care products in there, but the vast majority of this I could also use. So you could buy this and sort of share it with your other half if you want to, you know, gift them the few items that you won't use and then get the skincare. It's kind of one that would work for anybody, but it's nice to see an advent calendar that actually is kind of more tailored towards men, because they really are hard to find and they don't really exist, many of them. I think this is the only one that I've actually found. So yeah, something a bit different. Nice to see that they're actually thinking that not everybody who buys advent calendars and wants something fun that isn't chocolate is a makeup wearing female. So we love to see it. Next up, we're moving on to the most expensive calendar on this list, and it's from Fortnum and Mason. I flipping love Fortnum and Mason. I buy hampers from there all of the time. They're absolutely glorious, very luxurious, very expensive, as you would expect from the name. So this is a pre-order now for dispatch after the 21st of October. So another retailer who is aware it's not quite Christmas just yet. You won't receive this until almost November, so that's a little bit more normal. So this will set you back £265 for a value of £1,080. Again, with one of the highest values that we have, and an £815 saving. Again, we have 25 doors, we have 27 items, so a couple of extras in there, and then 23 of those are full sizes, which we love to see. That is a lot of full sizes, so I'm really happy with that. The design of this, again, is stunning. This is so beautiful. This could easily be a decoration, and it's also not super duper festive Christmassy, which I like. You could have this on display year round and it won't look like you've left a Christmas decoration up, which I like. Quite unusual, actually. A lot of them do look very, very festive and very, very Christmas heavy. So I like that this is a bit, it's almost a little springy, isn't it, in its design. Again, one of the reasons I chose this calendar for my top 10 is it's so varied. There's actually, I don't think, any makeup in here. It's all skincare, body care, hair care, fragrance, wellness. It's a real treat yourself, pampering, self-care type of advent calendar. I mean, if you are feeling very generous, this is an amazing gift for someone. Again, you don't need to know what their shades are, what makeup they're into. They don't need to wear a lot of makeup to enjoy it. A lot of this is unisex and it's just beautiful. I feel like this would be an amazing, really joyous item because you're going to get so many products in here that are just so beautiful. And it's not only is it decorated beautifully, the drawers are stunning, but the products inside, a lot of them are really beautiful and luxurious as well. We've got lots of candles, we've got serums, we've got moisturizer, we've got the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream, we've got an enhancing oil. Well, we do have a mascara, so I was wrong, we do have a makeup item. We've got a makeup bag, you know, something that you can keep, a beautiful hair scrunchie from Charlotte Posner. We've got a spiced tea candle. We've got a hand cream, a pillow mist. Got lots and lots of self-care and wellness products in here. Absolutely beautiful eye mask. Lots of little mini travel size fragrances, always useful if you're traveling, so you don't have to take your full size perfumes. This is the ultimate luxury advent calendar. Of all of the calendars on this list, I think this is the most luxurious. Now, this is recyclable, but you will have to take the magnets out in order to recycle it. So it says there are pop-out magnets. I'm assuming that's for the doors, potentially. You can pop those out and then it will be fully recyclable. So the first one, I think, on the list that is recyclable at all, with only a little bit of tinkering, you can recycle this. So that's extra bonus points. Moving on, we have the SpaceNK beauty calendar, one of the latest to arrive. I think this was only revealed a couple of days before I'm filming this. So this is pre-order now, but dispatch really round the corner from the 27th of September. So this one will set you back £250 and it has the second highest value of the contents at £1,200, only £5 less than Liberty, but it is £10 cheaper, making it the highest saving at £950 saving. It has 25 doors, 35 items, and 23 full sizes. So just behind Sephora for the winner of the most full sizes. So this is a bumper advent calendar, and this is such a flipping good one. Look at these products. The design is very fun. It's very loud, but it is fun. We have a Sol de Janeiro body spray. We've got the Milk Primer and Olaplex hair oil. I love that. I've actually just been using it just this morning. We've got a cleanser from Skin Rocks. You guys know how much I love that cleanser. We've got a full size, I think, Hourglass blush, the K18 leave-in hair treatment. We've got a Lisa Eldridge Luxuriously Lucent lipstick. These are really great best-selling brands, and these are some of their best-selling products. There is a lot of unreal products in here. I really feel like this is not only one of those where they say, oh, it's worth this much, but the products are actually worth buying, and products that we want. They're not just sort of leftover samples that nobody chose. These are really top sellers, best sellers, great products. Overall, I think this is the best selection of really hot products that we have on offer. And not only that, this is the most environmentally friendly of all of the calendars that we're going to talk about today. Not only is this 100% recyclable without having to do anything, this whole calendar, drawers, everything is fully recyclable, 100%, love to see it. But not only that, they say it's made 100% from paper, no mixed materials, can be disposed of along with your normal paper recycling. They've only used water-based inks, and only aqueous varnish has been used, and it includes no plastic laminates even. So it is definitely the most environmentally friendly, the most recyclable by some margin. It also doesn't end there. They have 5 golden tickets in their advent calendars this year. And if you are one of the very, very lucky devils to end up with a golden ticket in your beauty advent calendar from SpaceNK, you win a Dyson Airwrap and a hair serum. But a Dyson Airwrap, imagine that in your advent calendar. It's not going to be inside it, I don't think. That would be too big. And less surprising, because if it was sort of a huge air up was like sticking out of the advent calendar, you wouldn't really need to open it and find the golden ticket. So I'm assuming it's more of a voucher situation, but pretty exciting. 5 people who buy this are going to get a Dyson Airwrap. That's Christmas made, isn't it? So moving on to our 10th and final contender in this top 10 of the advent calendars on offer for 2024 is Selfridges, one of the latest to launch. So this is a currently sign up for updates situation. So it doesn't seem to have launched at all yet. It's not really a pre-order, it's more of a join a waitlist to be notified that it's coming, and we don't actually have a date as far as I can see for when that will be happening, but you can bet it will be very soon because they're pretty late to the game for some reason. So this advent calendar will set you back £250. It has a value of £1,024 for a saving of £774. It has 25 doors, 38 items. Very generous, Selfridges, 22 of which are full sizes. So that's fantastic. And we do, although we can't purchase it or pre-order it yet, we do have the list of the items within. So we've got a Charlotte Tilbury Magic Water Cream Moisturizer of 15ml. That's a sort of deluxe sample size. We've got a Gissu Wild Rose Hair Fragrance. We've got Dr. Barbara Stern Cleansing Cream. We've got Supergoop Tan Luxe. We've got a Nars Afterglow Lipstick. We've got Memo Paris. Again, a nice balance. We've got makeup. We've got fragrance, travel size fragrances. We've got a neon candle. We've got a Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb and also a Fenty hair product. We've got a couple of nail varnishes in here. Some Kylie Cosmetics, Tatcha, Davines, Paula's Choice, Huda Beauty. We've got a lot of hot brands that are stocked at Selfridges, as you would expect. So again, a really nice mix: skincare, fragrance, makeup, candle, really nice balance in there. Huge amount of products, lots of full sizes, slightly bright design of the packaging there, but very Selfridges, you have to admit. Again, no mention as yet of being recyclable, so assume it's not, and no mention of any kind of extra golden tickets, which I've come to expect at this point. But I think an excellent balance of products, really great brands, very usable, you know, everything in there you're going to use and get a lot of enjoyment out of. It's not going to be like, oh, I've already got this, I won't use that, that's not my colour. A lot of universally usable products in there. Great picks, I think, this year from Selfridges. So as far as my favourite or my picks, so for me personally, if I was going to buy any of these calendars, which typically I never buy the advent calendars because I do own a lot of makeup, but if I was going to buy one, it would have been the Harrods fragrance. I would have purchased that. If I had been organised enough to know that it had launched, I would have 100% purchased this and been really, really happy with it. I think it's just perfect for a fragrance lover, and you know, you can use everything in there, and it's really great option for traveling with those bottles, and there's lots of fragrances in there that I love and 100% would get, you know, a lot of enjoyment out of it. Which I think is the best that I would recommend to anybody else is SpaceNK. I think just the selection of products in there, the brands available, the quality of the products, the number of full sizes, the value and the saving, as well as those golden tickets, and the fact that it's 100% recyclable, I think as an overall offering, that's got to be the winner for me. But please let me know who is your winner. Who has won the Advent Calendar offering of 2024? Is it even an Advent Calendar that I didn't include in my top 10? Have you seen one that you think is better than any of these that I mentioned today? Please let me know in the comment section down below who your winner is. Do you buy Advent Calendars? Are they just not for you? Are you excited for them? Do you buy several? Have you bought any yet? Please let me know all of your thoughts on advent calendars and this year's specifically in the comment section down below. But I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I would love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.